See question number 14. Question number 14 is integration of 1 upon x squared plus 2. Okay. Now see here, this is not 1 upon something. That means its derivative, its integration will be a little different. For this we have to use this formula. Integration of f dash of ax plus b will be equals to f of ax plus b upon d dx of ax plus b. Okay, f of anything means what? Main function, and f dash means what? It is derivative. F dash means, always remember, it is the derivative. Okay, now in question, in this part is actually what? It is derivative. It is derivative of some term which is to be written here and getting. So we have to select. This is the derivative. This is already the derivative part, because this is already the derivative part. So main function should be written as the answer. So 1 upon x square plus 2 is derivative of what? If you remember, 1 upon x is the derivative of what? Log of x. See, d dx of log of x is 1 upon x. Yes. Similarly, this is not x. This is a function. So instead of this, we will write that this is derivative of what? So f of x will be, f dash of x will be 1 upon x square plus 2. If we compare with this formula, then f of x becomes what? F of x becomes, like we have taken the main function. What is the main function? It will be log x square plus 2. So the answer will be what? F of x plus b, that is log of x square plus 2. And then we have to take the derivative of the function part, that is d dx of x square plus 2. See this formula. We have sent one video previously, share it with your friends. Log of x square plus 2 upon derivative, this is 2x. So this will be the answer, plus c, because indefinite integrals. Okay, question number 14. Remember? Okay, this is integration of this form, where the question is already derivative of something. Okay, and that something will be written as the main function in the answer, and then we also have to take its derivative at the denominator. Okay, this is the reverse of chain rule that we have seen in integration. Yes, next question 15. Question 15 is x squared is equals to minus ky. X squared is equals to minus ky. X squared is equals to y. The equation is like this. Yes, equation is like this. X squared equals to ky means what? Multiplied by k term. So it will become more value. So x squared equals to ky is also the same graph, but it will be little. If the constant k is positive, it will become like this. If it is lesser, then it will become like this. But it is always open on y-axis. Always open on y-axis. If you put x square equals to minus ky, then all these answers will be multiplied by minus k. So it will be, all the answers will be negative. Now all the answers will be negative. So it will be open to minus y-axis. Okay, so answer will be open to minus y-axis. Question number 14. What is question number 15? Question number 15 is this is question number 15. Okay, done. Question number 16. Graph of xy equals to k. The graph of xy equals to k is, what? This is question number 16. We have already discussed. Xy equals to k. Always remember, if x increases, in order to multiply with whatever value of y, it should come constant k. It will be a number 10, 15. So y value should reduce. If this increases, other has to decrease. If value of x is less, then value of x is less, then value of y should be more. If value of x increases, then the value of y should decrease. So the graph is like this. The graph is like this. Always remember, this is the graph of hyperbola. Yes, such a graph is called as hyperbola. Now question number 17. Find the area bounded by the curve. Now this is a very interesting question. Question number 17. Question number 17. Area bounded by the curve. First curve is y equals to x cube. See, equation of y equals to x cube is little different. It is like this. It is like this. Okay, equation of y equals to x cube. This is the equation of y equals to x cube. Now there is question is that equation bounded by the curve y equals to x cube, y equals to x plus 6. Y equals to x equation is like this. Y equals to x plus 6 equation will be like this. This will be 6 units, and this will be equation will be y equals to x plus 6. Now its equation will be like this. y equals to x plus 6. Now we have to find area bounded by this curve. This curve, that means it will be all these area, but there is one more line. What is that? X equals to 0. X equals to 0 means all the line in which x will be equals to 0. So this will be a third line. This will be x equals to 0. So area bounded by these three curves. Then what is the second curve? Y equals to x plus 6. So we have to find this area. How much is the area of this unit? So how to find such a question? So we have to find that the bounding limits. Bounding limits. So what is the bounding limits? That means if we learn integration, that is already the integration is what? It is already the area of the term. If you integrate y dx from a to b, then it tells you what? Directly the, if this is a, this is b, then it tells you directly the area. You find the integration. But you need to know what is a and what is b. A and b are these endpoints. A and b are this. This is a and this is b. So you have a as 0. But what is this b? This b you do not know. So how to find that b? B will be actually nothing but this intersection point of x coordinate. X coordinate. Or we can call it ordinate. We have learned to call it ordinate. Okay, so what will be that value? In order to find it, put these two equations in each other. That is y equals to x plus 6 and y equals to x cube. That is what? X cube, if you put it, equals to x plus 6. That is x cube minus x plus 6 equals to 0. Now this is polynomial. Yes. Now how to check polynomial? Put the values directly equal to 0. If you put 1, 1 cube minus 1, that is 0, 0 plus 6, 6 is not equal to 0. Put 2, 2 cube is 8, 8 minus 2 cube minus 2 plus 6. Okay, so that is 8 minus 2, 6, 6 minus 6, this is minus 6 on the other side. So we'll check first. We have to check first x equals to plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3. If you find these two values, then you have learned last year. Okay, then you have to learn, put this coefficient a, b, c, put here 1 and then form the equation that you have learned in last 10th standard. But first you have to check. So 1, if you check 1, is the one answer coming? 1 cube minus 1 is 0, 0 minus 6, minus 6 is not equal to 0. So let us put 2, put x equals to 2. 2 cube is 8, 8 minus 2 is 6, 6 minus 6 is 0. So 2 is the answer coming. Okay, so our limit b will be equals to 2. Okay, the limit b will be equals to 2. Now we have to integrate. Integrate within the terms. Okay, integrate within terms 0 to 2. Well, the value of x is 0 to 2. Now what is the term that is to be integrated? First we have to integrate this term, x plus 6. Y equals to x plus 6. Okay, then that means the area under this curve will come. Okay, then we have to integrate 0 to 2 of x cube. Then this area will come, because area under that term will come. So that is x cube. Then we have to subtract this big area minus this small area will. Then you will get this answer. So we have to actually do what? This area minus this area. Understood? Okay. That will be the answer. Area of 0 to 2. Integration of x plus 6 minus x cube. This will be your answer. Okay, so let us find the answer. Area of the curve inside. So integration of x is what? Integration of x is x square 0 to 2 x plus 6. First and the right side separately minus integration of 0 to 2 x cube dx. The integration of x is x square by 2 plus 6x 0 to 2. Okay, and see here integrate. If you integrate 0 to x, then what happens? On the other side, integration of x cube x raised to 4 upon 4 and 0 to 2. The 2 squared is 4, 4 upon 2 is 2 plus 6 to the 12 upon, what is this? 2 raised to 4 is 16, 16 upon 4 minus 0 raised to 4 is 0 upon anything is 0. Actually here we did put 0, so because 0 raised to anything is 0, so answer will have finally come 0. Okay, here the answer should come 2 plus 10, 40, 14 4 minus 4 minus 3 minus 4 is 10 square units. Okay, 10 is the answer. Let me solve the last step again for you. Put the first 2 squared upon 2 plus 6 into 2, okay, minus of 0 square upon 2 plus 6 into 0, it is all going to become 0 finally. 2 raised to 4 upon 4 minus 0 raised to 4 upon 4. What is this answer coming? 4 upon 2, 2 plus 12, 14 minus 0 minus of 2 raised to 16 upon 4, that is coming back 14 minus 4, that is 10. Okay. 17. Now 18. We'll see what is the 18th answer. Question number 18. What is question number 18? Log of 10 to the base 1000 or 10,000? 1000 raised to square. Now this, always remember, this is actually square. Okay, it is not square of this number, it is whole square. So we have to write log of 10 to the base. What can be 1000 written as? Like this. Okay, now we have this log a to the base a raised to m can be written as directly m. Okay, so we have direct this answer as 3 square, that is 9. Okay, this base and main function, main coefficient should be, main value should be same, then only this is possible. Okay, next question is 10 cube. 10 meter cube equals how many? So 10 meter, 1 meter cube is always remember, it equals how much? 1000 liters of water or 1000 liters of volume. So 10 meter cube means what? 10,000 liters of volume. Simple? Yes. Next question. Next question is, yes, it is trigonometric ratio. Next question is trigonometric ratio. See, what is the next question? Sin 420. Sin 420 into cos 390 plus cos minus 300, cos of minus 300 into what? Sin of minus 330, sin of minus 330. Now what is this? Cos 420 is nothing but what? Always remember, main angle is 0 degrees. Theta will be equals to what? Theta is also equals to what? 360 plus theta, because if you take theta as angle, what is this theta? Theta is actually what? Again from here also it is same, going to be same angle, because for all the angles this is nothing but what? 360 is nothing but equals to 0 degrees. Okay, because it is entirely entire circle. So 420 could be written as what? 420 could be written as sine of 360 plus 60, which means what? Sine of 60 degrees. Similarly 390 could be written as cos of 30 degrees plus, what is this? Minus 300, that is cos of minus 300 means what? It is going reverse. Cos of minus 300 degrees means what? Cos of minus 300 could be written as what? Cos of 0 minus 300, and 0 is nothing but what? 360 degrees. So we can write this 360 minus 300. Similarly, because 0 degrees equals to what? 360 degrees, right? So we are making that assumption. So 0 minus 300 we get 360 minus 300. Similarly here, sine of 360 minus 30 is 30 degrees. Okay, so we have made that values. So sine 60 is what? Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Yes. Cos 30 is also root 3 by 2 plus. So cos of 60 is what? Cos 60 is cos 60 is half. Sin 30 is also half. So we have 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4, that is 4 by 4, that is 1. Simple? Very good. Next question. Question number 20 is over. Question number 21. Yes, question number 21 is also similar. Let's solve question number 21. This question number 21. Tan square 30. Tan square 30 plus 2 sin 60 plus tan 45 plus cosec square 90, cosec square 90 minus cot 30 degrees. Okay, now what we can do is tan 30 is 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3 squared, 1 by root 3 squared plus 2. What is sin 60? Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Very good. Plus, yes, what is that? Plus tan 45 is 1. Cosec means what? 1 upon sin 90. 1 upon sin 90 whole square. And cot 30 is 1 upon tan 30. 1 upon tan 30 is 1 upon root 3. So this goes to numerator. Sin 90 its value is 1. So 1 square will be equals to 1. 1 upon 3 plus 2 and 2 get cancelled. That will equals to root 3 plus 1. Sin 90 is again 1. That is 1 plus minus root 3 upon minus root 3. So root 3 get cancelled. So 1 upon 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 2. There is nothing. So this becomes what? Let us match the denominator. 1 upon 3 plus 2 into 3 into 3 to the 6 plus 1, 7 upon 3 is the answer. Yes, next question. Find the area of cone. What is one volume of cone is 1 by 3 volume of cylinder. Always remember, this is the cylinder. Cylinder's volume is how much? Pi r square. What is the area of circle? Pi r square into height. Area into height is volume. Okay, but cone is always, if you take cone is 1/3 of this. Always remember, cone is 1/3 of cylinder. So we have formula of 1/3. Pi is 22 upon 7. What is the radius they have given in question? What is the radius of cone? They have given in question. Radius is 7. So 7 squared is 7 into 7. What is the height given? Height is given is 9. So 7 get cancelled. To solve this, the answer is coming how much? 7 9 is 63. 63 into 22 becomes how much? It is 1386. 1386 upon 3. This gives you answer 462 centimeter cube. This is the answer. Let's go for next question. 23. This 23rd question. Question number 23 is find the value of the log of 216. Log of to the base 216 plus log of to the base 10 of 42 minus log to the base 10 of 6 upon whole to the bracket log of log to the base 10 of 49. Log to the base 260. 216 is actually, if you think, 216 is 6 6 the 36. 36 6 the 216. So what is the answer? Log 6 is that log 216 is nothing but log, which is nothing but 6 cube. Okay, 216 is 6 cube. We have this. Now this is these two terms having same base. So we have formula log A minus log B with same term. If let us take base is same, then we can directly write log to the base m A by B. Similarly log to the base 10 42 by 6. Okay, similarly log to the base 10 of 49. 49 what can I write? Yes, 49. Okay, 49 could be written as 7 into 7, 7 squared. Okay, so what is this? This is same term. Okay. Now we have learned just before the formula. Log to the base A of A raised to m is directly written as m. We need to learn these formulas. So the answer is 3 plus 42 upon 6 is 6 7 the 42. So we have log to the base 10 of 7 upon log to the base 10 of 7 squared. Now how could this be solved? This could be solved separately as 3 plus log to the base 10 of 7 now by using this formula again we have this 2 is can be written as here. So 2 could be written here. So we have 3 plus log 7 upon 2 log to the base 7. Now these both are same terms. So we have this as 3 plus this both get cancelled. So 1 upon 2 we take common denominator 6 plus 1 that is 7 upon 2. Question number 23. Question 24. What is question 24? Take the derivative of u by v rule we will use it. X cube plus 4 upon x plus 1. Okay. Actually this is x cube plus 3 was given to you in question paper. Actually this is x cube plus 4. Okay. So if you have written the answer x cube by x cube plus 3, then make that changes and tell me. So by we will use u by v rule. U by v rule. What is that? V into g dx of u minus u into d dx of v upon v square. So that is x plus 1 into derivative of 3x squared is 3x. X cube is 3x squared minus u. What is u? X cube plus 4 into derivative of x plus 1 is 1 upon v squared is what? X plus 1 square. Okay. What is this telling you? Product of this is 3x cube plus 3x square minus x cube minus 4 upon x plus 1 the whole square. Okay. So we have 3x cube minus x cube is 2x cube plus 3x square minus 4 plus 1 square. Okay, so this is the answer. Now there is the final question, 25th. Now by integration of 1 upon a minus x dx. So integration of this term. Have they given you limits? No. Direct question. So again we will have this formula 1 upon f of x is integration of what? It is nothing but actually it is derivative of d dx of log x. If you see, then its derivative is 1 upon x. Similarly d dx of log of f of x. If you take, then it is integration of 1 upon f of x into d dx of f of x, right? So we will use that same reverse chain rule here. What is that? Integration of f dash of x, integration of f dash of x dx equals to what? F of x into what? D dx of the term within. We will write it properly. Ax plus b is equal to f of ax plus b upon d dx of ax plus b. Okay. Integration of f dash of x is 1 upon f of x is just now we learned. Okay, it is d dx